Hello, everybody. Welcome to my channel. I hope you all are doing good today. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't, okay? It's all in fun. It's all for entertainment. The shoe fits, wear it. If not, pass it along. You know what I mean? We had a pretty weird and interesting couple of days in the universe, so we're definitely lining up with some heavy energy in the ether, okay? So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Okay. So we've got something destined to happen. Destined to line up for you. Okay? Because somebody in your past put a curse on you. And it was, I don't know, some greasy friendship. Okay? And they did it. I don't know if you have children. They could have cursed your children. They could have cursed you not to have any children. They could have cursed you, like you could have been on your way to a relationship where you were going to possibly have a child and they cut you off. They did something. They watched something, they learned something, and they activated it in you. And then everybody that you touched, you infected, okay? Which made people resent you and lash out at you to a point where you're kind of begging for your life because you don't know what's going on because of what this one person did. Okay, so because of what they chose to do, this has been brought into light. Okay, the universe knows about it. They've taken wind of it, and they've written you a new story. Okay, one that involves a different harvest, a different egg. Okay, one that you're going to defend like a motherfucker. Okay, because of everything that is dead around you that wants to destroy it. Okay, I don't know what it is about you that makes energies want to kill you, but it's almost like you're getting a redemption now because of what this person did, because of all this hate they inflicted on you. They really could have potentially done some damage. And that's fucking scary as shit because they do damage to you and they hurt you, then, I mean, that's it, right? Then they ruin you. So this has been fated for something to change, okay? For a new book to be written that didn't involve a curse following you around forever, okay? Because that's just not fair. That's just not... Like, you know, I know people do things out of haste and jealousy and envy, but they can't, that energy can't last forever. It's literally going to kill that person to keep that energy alive forever and as active as it is to hate you in your life. So it's like the energy's coming back around and it's going to get pumped and filled in to this new story that kind of appears out of nowhere. Okay? But you were so destined for it that it's almost been predetermined, right? It's almost been predetermined. It's almost like when Sigourney gets knocked up by the aliens, or when anybody gets knocked up by the aliens, you know? It's like they find their host whether you like it or not. And that's kind of how I'm feeling. You're going to find your host whether they like it or not. Okay? You're going to defend yourself until the end against all of these zombies, whether they like it or not, right? Their bullying is not, and this curse, it didn't change you into what they thought it was going to do. And I don't even think they had a long-term plan of what this curse was going to do to you. I think they just wanted to hurt you. And people who just want to hurt people, honestly, are the weakest people. So it really doesn't take much to knock them out of the park, okay? Believe it or not, right? So I feel like you got help out of this because you sought help. And you can't go back into it now, right? You're out of it. It's done. It's over with. And they're going to give you something new because of it. What is this? Book and Fate. I guess that's it. Something to do with money. It always has something to do with money. Honestly, Nine of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles. Slow and steady wins the race in the lap of luxury with the Hermit. The Hermit stands alone on the top of a mountain, which symbolizes his spiritual mastery, growth, and accomplishment. He has chosen this path of self-discovery and as a result has reached a heightened state of awareness of himself and the world he lives in. So whatever they did to you, it got you here on the top of the mountain where you began to see things differently, right? When you've got such a negative energy trying to ruin your life, you start to run away, okay? And if you're a runaway, if you've always run away, right? Like even not more metaphorically speaking, like physically speaking, that you're a runaway, you constantly run away, it's because something has been chasing you. And every time you get comfortable, it forces you out of that energy because it wants to continue to chase you. It doesn't want you to have stability because then it has to stop, right? It's like ADHD in an energy around you, right? They won't stop. They can't stop, right? And when energies like that exist where people cannot control themselves and they're hurting other people constantly because of it, that's when they spiritually get arrested. They either will get arrested in real life or they'll die, and that's their spiritual arrest because they'll go to spiritual jail because their spirit can't be here anymore. It's always hurting. People can't always be here hurting, okay? Unless it's their path, right? To hurt people. Not everybody wearing these suits is good on the inside. So we've got missionaries out there doing work for us that are hurting people that deserve to get hurt, okay? You, on the other hand, this really sucks because what I'm hearing is that you were just in the wrong place at the wrong time. And you had something lined up for you. And you had quite a little luxurious life because of your slow and steady pace of whatever it was you were working on. And they stopped you. That's what this curse did. And they obviously didn't know you because all they were able to do was just hold it back from you. And now it's coming through. They never derailed it. They didn't dissipate it. They didn't destroy it. All they could do was use all of their energy to keep it away from you, which, if that's what they've been doing, they have not acquired anything for themselves within their life if they've been holding this back from you because they've been using all of their energy to do that. Okay? Which means they're going to run out of energy and they're going to lose their grip. They can't hold on forever. Have you ever watched The Guardian with Kevin Costner? He like rips all of his tendons out and shit. You physically can't hold on to something forever, right? Especially those energies, if they're holding physically back energies from you, those energies are trying to find you. And they can't hold on to everything at the same time and keep it there forever. They have to let these things go because they have to go back to their life. They have to sleep. They have to eat. They have to shit. They can't physically have the energy anymore to do this. So that's why it's coming out. It's like this really sucks that you had something right there and they took it. And they think they're powerful because of it, but they didn't take it. All they did was hold it back. It's like they put a black sheet over it just so you couldn't see it, but they couldn't remove it from your life. And they still think that they're smart because of it. They think they're genius. They think they've done something that nobody has ever done, but they don't understand that all you chose to do was just It's almost like a dog running beside a car. They're just going to keep chasing you. Then you just started driving aimlessly around because you wanted to exhaust this thing, right? The more you exhaust it, the less energy they're going to have. So you just ran them around for a few years, right? Almost getting your goals and wishes in line and then kind of being like, no, I'm not going to do it yet. And then kind of lining your goals and wishes and then being like, nah, you know what? I'm going to take the summer off for myself. And it's like, you are always meant to do whatever it is that you're going to do, right? So what they did only now fucks them. Right? And like I said, if you think, actually, I think I said it in the first video, this whole like doing clapbacks and, you know, third eye, that's all great. You can clap back at anybody who's hurting you. You can third eye anybody that's fucking with you in a room, but you can also send them to the big guy upstairs and say, listen, I don't know how to deal with this person, so I'm just going to send them to you because they're hurting me and I don't want to hurt them, because if I hurt them, I'm going to kill them. And there was an opportunity where I could have hurt something today, okay? Not someone, something, a platform. And I chose not to, because what I can do is going to ruin that business forever. And I'm not quite sold on doing it yet, if that's my purpose. Because what I've experienced is awful within these four walls. But everybody has a chance to redeem themselves. Everybody has the chance to change my mind. And if I've learned anything, if somebody does something to you and it physically hurts you, harms you, fucks you up in some way, to counteract that right away is the worst thing you could do, is to act on those feelings and do something. Strategize. Slow and steady wins the race. Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles moves like a fucking snail, okay? Because every seed he sows, he wants to make sure that it's in good foundation. It's going to be watered. He's going to be able to take care of it. It's not going to be too much over his head, right? You want to have on your plate what can be physically demanded from you without taking too much. Okay? So it's almost like I feel like you had something lined up that even physically wasn't even going to take anything from anybody. It was going to help you. The fact that they decided to act like a child and put a curse on you, that's something that they're going to have to deal with all on their own. And that's why I said, send them to the big guy. Send them to the fucking big guy. Send them to the pearly gates, right? Send them up there. Ask something to come down here. Whatever you talk to, whatever you pray to, whatever is, you know, your mantra, Satan, Lucifer, Bilal, Beelzebub, whatever you talk to, whoever your God is. Aphrodite, Isis, you name it, okay? That God will do something with them. And your will to survive in the harshest of circumstances is all the universe has to know to prove that you're not the one that had the ill intent. They did. They wanted you isolated. They wanted you all alone. They didn't want you to create anything. They wanted you to be chased. And they wanted you in a child kind of mentality, you know? Poor, on assistance, always needing help, right? Makes sense. Because why they don't want you to be that strong, independent person that threatens them. Because somehow your independence threatens this person's livelihood? No, it doesn't by any means. But clearly, they have a problem. And they need help. Okay? So, you're just going to leave them there, and you're going to go continue your life. And G-O-fucking-D will deal with them because that's his job. And I know people want to act like G-O-D and they're like, yeah, I'm the king of the world. I'm king of this company. I'm king of you. I'm king of this. I'm the queen of everything. No, they're not. No, they're not. And always remember, if you want to be on the top of the castle, you got to keep the role somehow. You can't just be up there farting and pissing your way to the top, because that's not how it works. So, people always got to remember it's a little bit more work when you want to go and fuck with people. So, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. And, I mean, if I were you, I'd be really excited about this full moon, because this full moon, it's almost like lining up energy that's going to drive you forward and energy that's going to hold them back. For the curse that they did of following you around for so long, having this thing be attached to your life. And you know, like that dirty email that you get that says, like, if you don't send this to 10 emails or to 10 people, you're going to get bad luck for life. It was like something like that. You know, they did something like that because that's what that movie's about. The Ring is, you get the tape and then you have to give the tape to somebody else or something, isn't it? And then they have to watch it. And then the curse is off of you. And that's what's fucked. But the curse just follows you around. And you just gave it to people. And then that's why they didn't like you. That's why they fucking hated you. Because you were cursing their life. You were doing things. You were darkening them. And you didn't even know it. Because it was just like following you around. Creeping around. Like, great. Thanks, Mom. You know what I mean? So, anyways. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Okay, if it doesn't resonate, do not worry. It doesn't resonate for everybody. It's always for entertainment purposes only. If it resonates, consider yourself lucky and special, because these readings are so fucked up these days that I don't know who they're going to resonate with. So look at that. Death on the bottom. We in death season right now. I'm telling you, I'd be, if this was you and you know that something fucked up from the past happened, this full moon is going to blow your socks off. All right. Did death stay on the bottom of the deck? Of course it did. That's amazing. Okay. Anyways, peace out. Thank you for watching. Okay. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If you want a personal reading, whitneymoonshine@gmail.com. All right. If not, just enjoy the channel. What just came flying at my boobs? The devil. What the fuck? You know, puppets on a puppet string. Just constantly being told what to do and how to act and how to fuck with you. And don't be a puppet on a string. Don't be a puppet on a string. Take your life into your own hands, right? And look at death on the bottom still after all those shuffles that I'm like, change this. You know, change this. These people, they don't control you. They don't get to tell you what to do, right? They don't get to act like that advocate over your life anymore. That curse, that spell they did was erroneous, okay? Erroneous on all counts. That was the most destructive nightmare they could have given you. And they didn't have to. Nobody has to do the awful, disgusting things that they do. They choose to do them because they don't want to change. Okay? And they will put curses on people and fuck with people because they think they're cool. And they think they can. And they don't like you. Like, honestly, tell them to get new lives. That's what these, brujas should be doing, considering they're taking money to fucking cast spells on people. Like, all those people that, okay, the devil's gonna stay on the bottom of the deck. You know, all of those people that cursed you, that took their time out of their day to come and fucking fuck with you, it is judgment for them. And like, I don't want to know what they're gonna get, because this sentence is fucked and they deserve it. So, peace out. Have a good week. Okay. thank you for subscribing and liking and chilling with me and commenting and emailing, all that shit. It's been so awesome. This channel is so awesome. So stay if you like or leave if you want. All good. Thank you for subscribing or not subscribing. Thanks for sharing. And I mean, I hope that this helps somebody. All right. Word to your mothers. Peace out.